Vintage Card Collector has this question. What are your thoughts on the percentage of high-grade vintage that has been trimmed? Some people are throwing out really high numbers. I heard 80%. I think that was a mistake. I think it was meant to be quoted as 20%. What do you think the percent of vintage, high-grade vintage that is actually trimmed? What's your
So I
gut?
think it's a sliding scale based on value and year. So I think if you start off in 92, you're going to start off here, and as they learn, it kind of gets a little better. People it's a cat and mouse game between that. It's like they get better, the card doctoring get better, the card grader, pick it up. So I think in the 90s it was pretty bad. Also based off of value, like in the 90s, the higher dollar stuff, there's a good chance that it's been played with and messed around. And I think generally, as time's gone on, PSA's gotten better. But the problem is when you have this core group for many years of 25 to 30 graders that get more and more educated, when that expands to 50 graders, all of a sudden you have, and I've experienced this at ISA, we have, 5 or 6 graders now, and I've had 25 people come in to try to, it's like, I can't, you just don't pick it up. And when it's a really hard thing to teach. So when you're adding graders and you go from 25 to 50 to 100 to 132 or whatever they're at now, stuff's going to get through a lot of these guys. It might not get through the 10 guys, the 20 guys that are the veterans. It's obviously going to be easier to get, a cheaper card through than a Hank Aaron rookie, because a Hank Aaron rookie is going to get looked at by multiple people. So I guess overall the answer to that question is, if it's a really old serial number in the 90s, I would be a little more leery, cautious. If that's something that is just like a diehard for you that I do not want guaranteed a trim card in a holder, you have a better chance, I think, on a newer label to avoid that.